getting all the juice. Notice he took the middle hook off that. We're back in the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm giving up all the juice, Michael.
Well, people told me stuff.
We appreciate it.
Back to the dam. What I would do, and really I'd use 8-pound test. It's nothing down there to get stuck on. Once you hook the fish, you just played it. Your drag has to be good. Your line has to be good. Knot has to be good. But the key was the hook, the weighted hook. Wasn't using it exactly the same way, but the weighted hook was a big key, because the stripers, they wanted this lure to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you had to do that from the end of your cast almost back to the boat, because they would hit like 10 feet from the boat sometimes. But the weight of the hook, they wouldn't. And I'm sure people caught them. This is my experience. This is what happened to me. I had to keep this lure this far under the surface. I could see this lure the whole time. I needed to know that action was happening.
You know
what I mean? I needed to know that was going on, and it couldn't be on the surface. Now, I'm sure I've caught a fish or two, and this thing was damn near, like that. But to get these fish,
what you're looking to do, best case scenario.
To get these fish to friggin' eat this thing, it needed to be like that far, 2 feet underneath the surface, going back and forth. And I would target these areas specifically that I knew I keep catching them here. I'm not moving 10 feet. I'm placing this lure in front of that friggin' rock every friggin' time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. That's what I'm doing. And that's what the success was. I just and it might take you 3, 4, 5 casts to keep bringing that lure back. The 6th cast, here they come.
We just caught one on a video down by the dam. Muss went down there. He caught a striper, and it's like right down there by those rocks. It's right outside of the buoys. It's like that's exactly what it was. You could call your shot at him. He threw one of those swim baits down there.
You could.
Throw as close to those rocks as you can. He's reeling it back. Oop! He was going bananas up there. It was a fun video. It was middle of the night, and there was no light. It was. The video quality didn't do it any justice. You know what I mean? It was a fun trip.
Well, for 2 years in a row, there was a striper tournament. 2 years in a row, that technique down by the dam. First place 2 years in a row, $5,000 apiece. Thank you.
That's the one.
So that's what I did. It was neat. I just loved it. And other than those couple tournaments, you just keep going down there and playing around and seeing, you know what I mean? And
I mean, you lived on the lake, so
and would take. There were certain people that hardly ever fish, but they like to fish, and I would purposely, like, we'd do different things in the lake, and then I'd purposely go, let's go catch a striper. And it's like, really? And we'd go down there and friggin', make sure my fluke was going back and forth, make sure it was this far underneath the water, make sure I was throwing it up against that friggin' particular rock. And they would go, I can't believe you just did that. You cast there 6 times. Nothing happened. Now I just saw 10 fish. And that was something else too. It just kept getting your blood like going. Because you'd be doing it, and all of a sudden you'd see a big swirl behind it, or right under it. And you would see flashes in there, and reel it back to the boat, nothing. Put it right back in there. The second time. Well, maybe not the second time. The third time, I guarantee, and it might have been the 4th time, but I would just keep putting them in. They couldn't take it.
Yeah.
They couldn't. It was neat.
Once you get them fired up,
it's neat watching.
You can't slow them down at all.
I've had, not a lot, but there were several times, a handful of times, I'd seen like 30-pounders.
Man.
I never hooked a 30-pounder on this fluke doing that technique, but I saw them. They wanted it. whatever reason he didn't, I didn't hook up. And I'm sure someone caught a 30 down there with a fluke. Just never happened for me. But, in those couple tournament years, 2 years in a row.
I mean, I don't really feel bad for you because you have caught a ridiculous amount of giant stripers. So, you haven't caught a 30 on that particular lure, but
no, I never.
You've caught your fair share of 30s.
Over 20.
Well, that redfin was that's your 30-pound slayer there.
Yeah, 40s and 50s. Let's go through it next.
All right.